Okay, so let's be real for a second. In today's digital world, your business's growth is tied directly to its online presence. It's not just about having a great product anymore. The big question is, how do you turn all that online visibility into actual growth? Well, today we're going to break down the engine that really drives it all: social media.
So let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about it. Is your business truly visible where your customers are spending their time? I mean, really? Because the fact is, they're scrolling, they're sharing, and they're discovering new things every single day. If you're not part of that conversation, you're pretty much invisible.
And that's because social media isn't what it used to be. It's evolved. It's not just a bulletin board for company updates anymore. You've got to think of it as this always-on engine for your business. It's your 24/7 marketing team, your customer service desk, and your brand storytelling platform, all rolled into one.
Okay, so how does this engine actually work? Well, it all comes down to 7 powerful levers for growth. Let's dive into what they are and exactly how you can start pulling them to really speed things up.
All right, first up, building brand awareness and, just as importantly, trust. It's a really simple concept, right? People buy from brands they know and trust. Social media is the fastest way to get in front of the right audience over and over again. And that constant visibility, it creates familiarity. And familiarity, well, that's the absolute bedrock of trust. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. A boutique furniture brand just posting clips of their carpentry work. See, this isn't about a big buy now button. It's about sharing the passion, the craft, the story behind the product. So by the time someone's even thinking about buying a table, they already feel like they know the person who made it. That is a seriously powerful connection. Okay, so building trust is huge, but you've got to be building it with the right people. And that brings us to lever number 2, getting super precise. I mean, forget that old spray and pray method of advertising, right? Social media lets you zero in, like a laser, on the exact person you want to talk to. It's a level of focus that traditional media just can't even touch. And this is where it gets kind of mind-blowing. You can get so incredibly specific. I'm not just talking about age and location. Think bigger. We're talking interests, online behaviors, even what they're looking to buy right now. What does that mean for you? It means you stop wasting money shouting into the void and start putting every single dollar in front of people who are actually likely to buy. So, you found the right people. Great. Now what do you do with them? Well, that's lever number 3, driving action. Social media isn't just a billboard where people see you. No, it's a bridge. It's a direct path that takes that perfectly targeted audience and walks them right over to your digital doorstep, your website. And here's the proof in the pudding. Check this out. A fitness trainer offers a free diet chart on Instagram. The result? 1,200 website visits and 320 leads in 1 week. The point here is crystal clear. What you do on social media translates directly into real, tangible business results. But look, driving traffic is just one piece of the puzzle, right? Lever number 4 is all about what happens after they click. Because social media isn't a megaphone, it's a telephone. It's a two-way street. It's your shot to build a real, genuine community, not just a faceless list of customers. And this little local cafe, they're absolutely nailing it. We're talking about simple stuff here: replying to every DM, reposting customer photos. These small actions make people feel seen, they feel valued, and that is how you turn someone who buys a coffee once into a loyal fan for life, the kind of fan who becomes your best marketing. The coolest thing about building that community? They talk back to you. And that leads us straight to lever number 5, insights. Your social media audience is basically a free 24/7 focus group. They are constantly telling you what they like, what they don't like, and what they want more of. All you have to do is pay attention. And listening really, really pays off. Take a look at this number, 30%. That's the sales boost a restaurant saw after they ran a simple poll on social media asking if people wanted a vegan menu. They listened, they delivered, and boom, their sales grew. That's powerful market research without spending a dime on it. So, once you know what your audience wants, lever number 6 is all about connecting with them on a much deeper, more emotional level. And that's through storytelling. You've heard it before: facts tell, but stories sell. That emotional hook is what makes a customer pick you out of a sea of competitors. I mean, just think about it. When a fashion brand shares the actual journey of how their clothes are handmade, it changes everything. Suddenly, that dress isn't just a piece of fabric.
The customer understands the care, the craft, the people behind it. They feel like they're part of that story, and that kind of connection builds unbelievable loyalty. And that brings us to the final, and let's be honest, the most important lever. Lever number 7. All of the stuff we've been talking about, building trust, targeting the right people, telling great stories, it all has to lead somewhere, right? It all points to one thing: increasing sales and conversions. And this chart just lays it out so clearly. An online jewelry store had a conversion rate of 1.2%. Not bad, but not great. Then they ran a simple retargeting ad on social media, basically just reminding people who'd already visited their site. And look at that jump from 1.2% to 5.8%. That is a direct, measurable, and pretty dramatic impact on the bottom line.
Okay, so that's the what. We know the 7 levers we can pull. But the big question is how? How do you actually put all this into practice? Well, let's open up the strategic playbook.
All right, rule number 1 of the playbook: focus. You don't have to be everywhere. In fact, you shouldn't be everywhere. You need to be where it counts. So if you're a B2B business selling to other pros, LinkedIn is your home base. If you got a visual brand selling cool products directly to people, Instagram and Pinterest are going to be your best friends. It's all about strategic focus. And honestly, this quote says it all. Don't try to be everywhere. Be where your audience already is. Your time, your money, your energy, it's all limited. So put it where it's going to have the biggest impact, right in front of the people who are already looking for you. Okay, you've picked your platform. Now, what on earth do you post? This is where the 80-20 rule comes in, and it's a game changer. The idea is 80% of your content should be all about giving value. That means teaching, helping, inspiring, or entertaining your audience. Then, and only then, the other 20% can be promotional. The mantra is simple: give, 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 and then you can ask. And finally, here are 4 key steps to make this whole thing work. 1, stay consistent. Post regularly so people know you're there. 2, engage. Don't just post and ghost. Talk to people in the comments. 3, focus on content that actually helps people, like tutorials or demos. And 4, the most important one: track your results. Measure everything and then improve. Simple as that. So, let's bring it all home. What's the bottom line? It's pretty simple, actually. Social media is not a nice-to-have anymore. It's not an optional extra for your marketing plan. It is a fundamental, non-negotiable engine for growing your business. Period. Ignoring it is just not an option.
And I want to leave you with this one final thought. Right now, as you're listening to this, your customers are online and they're having conversations. The only question left to ask is, will your business be a part of them?